Very heavy, isn't it? Is it heavy? Yeah, I think that. Thì nó mới chơi. One place. I see. Okay, that's good. Namo Gurube, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dharamaya, Namo Sanghaya, Namo Gurube, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dharamaya, Namo Sanghaya, Namo Gurube, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dharamaya, Namo Sanghaya. Maya samaya gyaya me, shaya raya paya roya shi, maya jaya maya ga, namaya kaya moya voya ni, soya soya raya re, ye ye shaya yaya wa, Deya samaya jaya Yamaya naya shaya tsaya lo Deya yata Gaya deya gaya de Paya raya gaya de Paya raya sangaya gaya de Mohoye soha Deyayata Gayate Gayate Payaraya Gayate Payaraya Saya Gayate Mohoye soha Deyayata Gayate Gayate Payaraya Gayate Payaraya Saya Gayate Moye Soha
Gridonda Jeju Kimanda Medene Bejanda Ramat, Tabanda Jebison Zojane Taki de Jatandra Dele, Sho Sai Beje Shui, Meto Tramnara Ravalenge, De Jamba and Sanje Gendo Mede Boy. Rokuyanam Dava Kinla Shabar, Sho Edam Guru Rena Medalak, Nea Daya Me Sanje Chedam Soje Chonama, Shankyu Barado Dane Shabsai, Nage Jebe Sanamji, Dola Benja Sanje Bara, Sho Sanganje Chedam Soje Chonama, Shankyu Barado Dane Shabsai, Dage Jebe Sanam. Dola Pensha Sanje and Bara, Sho Sanje Chedam Soje Chonamal, Shankyu Barado Dane Shabsai, Dage Jebe Sanam. Dola Pensha Sanje and Bara, Yo. Now I think that first of all, we to make a good motivation for the to get teaching, or myself to give the teaching, yourself good motivation for the to listen to the teaching of the Dharma. So that means, look at we really all sentient beings. So much is suffering, pain and happiness. All the ways, you don't think about only human beings' place. This is nothing really much. Human beings' place, tremendous someone suffering, pain or happiness. But if this compared to the low rounds means, if compared to the hell rounds, hell means tremendous, day or night, all the time suffering by burning, freezing, hurting by weapon of the karmas. There are no any extra or burning, actually like a fire like we had. It's not, but fire and freezing, all those are hell beings made by themselves. Actually, really is a vision of those by karma. In the hell realm, hell beings, there are no any other means. Hell individually, hell beings, they vision for themselves. There are no general, just like this country. Different divisions, different status. That kind of, there are no thing. So, by bad karmas, who made bad karma? Big ones, if you made big karma, big one. Result of that, rebound in the hell realms. If we don't purify, if we didn't do that, purify that's karma, then result must come. If we made a very big, huge karma to be reborn in the hell realms. But if we do to make purify by practice, that's what we can do. That's a good for us. So that's, if don't do that, then after the death, there are two different ways. After the death, we are two different ways to go: high realms or low realms. Only two ways. There are no any other between there. Good way or bad ways. It means to have a good rebirth or bad rebirth. That's way means a good rebirth or bad rebirth. Good rebirth by good karma, by spiritual action, by virtuous action. So those are the cause of the good rebirth. If we made that means after the death, good way to high rounds, human beings alive, asuras alive, or gods and goddesses alive. If more than that, then it can be high level, like Shavakas, Patikas, or Bodhisattvas path. We can't go through that way. So if we made a bad karma, if we did purify of which we made a karma, bad karma, then by their powers to be reborn in the low rounds, means hell rounds, hungry ghost rounds, animal section. So those are only two ways related. So that's why we want to make safe. Number one, safe. You are safe to make safe from the dangers of to be reborn in lower rounds. Then more than that, I think we think about try to make safe ourselves and also safe for the others. Others are really is very important. Others are very kind. Even today's being enemies, very bad enemies, criticize to us, mean to us, try to harm, damage us. But that person, it was many times our friends, best friends, not just only friends, best friends, has been our father, mother, sister, brothers. Really it is. Maybe you think, how can be like this? I think, how can be? Yes. Our life is numberless lives, has been already. This is the example, okay? In the universe, big or small form, everything is try to make small atoms, try to make piece of atoms. Unbelievable. Even these houses to make small atoms cannot be in the digits, cannot make numbers. But that's kind of the whole universe to make atoms like this. But there can be counted, so how many atoms in there. But there can say right ways answer for us. But individually, yours, mine, didn't see with the beginning of the us. Your was beginning like this, now came here, between there this much has been content. Cannot, with the didn't see that, because the beginning is. If there are no existing, then the king cannot see. Existence are three tiny phenomena: past tense, present, future. All those are Buddha can see. If they are no existing, Buddha cannot see because they are nothing. So that's why I think we are our start of beginning. Our lives when started, just so much beginningless. So therefore, you see. So that's kind of everyone we have. Everyone has two ways. There's our lives. There are no beginnings, but we have ended. Yes, we have ended. When? And samsara beings are one day ended. Yes. When free from the samsara, become a heart. That's the end of samsara. See, that's it. There are no beginnings, but there is end. end of the life, or end of the, not only life, end of the samsara life. Yes. Everyone has it. Everyone has it. Even today is a very, very negative person, like just kill them, trillions of beings, or like human beings, or animals, kills like this. That person, he or she, very bad negative person. But that's one day he or she has some sort of end of some sort of life, yes. Because one day become being Buddha, that's also. Everyone has that. So that's kind of, so we had this kind of reincarnations. Then any kind of reincarnation, one father, mother never took it. Changing. This lifetime, father, mother, if you have it, that's next lifetime cannot take. Even coming back human beings alive, but cannot take. Maybe father, mother staying here, but his being need to go there, then come back if human beings alive, another one, another parent, another one. So that's kind of, think about it. Then everyone has been very kind for us. Everyone. Maintaining of the eight verses of maintaining. Beginning of the first verses says, all sentient beings are very, very precious for me, for you. They include the enemies. See, very precious. Because why precious, everyone? Reason is, we will have freedom of samsara, or we will have become a being Buddha. The relying with others, other sentient beings, to make compassion, loving kindness, bodhicitta. All those are object of, when we do those meditations, object of all other sentient beings without discrimination. So that's why I think my or yours enlightenment is related with others. Really it is, really. You know, it's like a simple example. Simple example. These days, president election. Become a president or not by relying with people. You understand? Yeah, I think people voted, then they say, just like that. We are become a being without yes or not relying. Independent with the other sentient beings. Think about it, really it is. That's why everyone precious for us. Really. Precious. So I think that's what we need to think about. That's why we need respect to the others, everybody. Respect it. Really. He or she, even children, even animals. We should not put it down. No. We don't need animal praise. Oh, you are the greatest. But by mentally, we don't know who is the good, who is the bad, means who is the holy being, who is not. We cannot make judge about that. Really it is. Buddha himself said that through the teachings from the sutta. Between Buddhas can be quality or everything is high level or low levels. Means between Buddha, they can see, Buddhas see, but we cannot. So that's why I think if respect to everybody, then one day maybe holy beings. We can respect to them. If good mind, very maybe in a minute, even the 1 second, we think about, oh, that's great. Appreciation, we do it like this. I think great. Great action. We respect, That's why I think we respect, really it is. We don't know. We don't know others. That's why we should not criticize to others and have faults of others. We don't. We try to do that. That's why I think when we talk about this, like help beings, as help beings. So we are not help beings now. If we are help beings, we cannot do anything positive action there. Very spiritual one, like bodhisattvas. It's like they can do it better. We are talking about ordinary beings. Ordinary beings, when they was born in the hell realms, 100 ghost realms, hell beings cannot do anything positive action. Did you think about it? There are no time for that. All the time suffering. Example, when you have extremely something pain, during that time do you have time anything other this? Think about it? No. You think about it. Oh, how can be this? What is can be free? Who's best doctor? Who is that? What is the medicine for this? Only thing with that. Nothing. Even the help beings, they don't have totally really like what do you call? Too much suffer. Therefore, they have no time for anything else. Hungry ghosts also, they don't have time for the Dharma, except someone very rare, because so hungry, all the time looking for food. Really, it is. Hungry ghosts is. So they're nothing. If you think, we think, if you don't have a few days nothing to eat or drink, then would you do pact like this, or you think looking for something to eat or drink, water, where is the water? What it can be? Think about this, really. So, hungry ghosts, they don't have much chance to practice. But we are not hungry. We are not hell beings now. Very lucky. We are not a hungry ghosts place. We have more chance to do positive action, more intelligence. We have more time, more opportunity. So they are animals. What are animals? Most of the animals doesn't hear anything. To them, they can something to eat, yes. Drink, eat. Negative things they can do, fighting each other. Like this, if he has a home, bed, fight. As negative actions they can do. But anything positive actions, there's no chance for. So, but we are not animals now. We have good chance. So those, even your some long life guards, they don't have anything chance to do like us. Just like long sleeping, long sleep. There's no pain actually. They don't receive pain, nothing to L, no. But just like a sleeping, long sleeping, there's no chance. Maybe changing Buddha's life. Buddha come, Buddha Shachamani came, give me teaching, finish teaching, another Buddha Material come, almost have finished teaching, then another one. This last the conduct. They don't have much time. So we are not like this. That's what I'm talking about. We have the good opportunity now. Really it is. Time for this, to do the practice, really. Time for more positive ways, really. Everything. We can go, we can think things well, we can study, we can hear, we can see. All those are everything, Even human beings are bad, human beings' lives are bad. If a blind person, what do you do? They don't have anything. But their education, like in India, I have project of blind people. They do like this. But really, that's just very little things. So we are now great opportunity we have. So these are we need understood, try to think about, and appreciation. So from the Lam Rim, 18 quality legal life, really we have now. This is real. To have, very difficult to have this one. Many holy beings say, Buddha himself, Lama Tsongkhapa, Adisha, holy beings always they mention. You have a great life now, 18 quality legal life now. But this is no longer just lightning. Lightning, you understand? When thunderstorms come, before thunderstorm, like electricity comes, not very long. Just like that, our life is just like that. Nagarjuna says our life is just like a example like this. Very like a with tornado, like this kind of. If you want candle, put it on there outside. What do you think? How long can be to hold the fire of the candle? I think we are lucky. We are staying like this, but still we are now. This lamp, one candle, our life is just like one candle staying with the winds. Wind is come from 10 directions, but still we have. That's kind of the old prepackaged jewels we think about. Maybe you think, others also, even they don't practice Buddhism, they don't believe the three packaged jewels. Why? They have also. And they have, yes. But they did cause of that before lifetime. We also same thing. Before lifetime. Before lifetime we are good, Before each of us, previous life is great, I think great person that is. Like myself. Geshe Tsultim great. Because that's what made for me to be like this. Understanding, long time study college, Dharma, it is not only college, that's kind of, he did very good for me. Now I need, if I cannot make next to like maybe, actually if we need better than this, if cannot make it worse, then that's my fault. Same to yours. Same thing yours. Your previous life, very good for you, because your previous life made like this. Good food, good shelter, everything is perfect. Like this. Even this previous life made for you. Now if you don't make this lifetime, next for life to be success, then very bad. Very bad. So that we must think about this. You see? So sometimes we say, whatever, you don't need to ask a fortune tellers, how it was my previous life. You don't need to ask to pay for the fortune tellers. No. You can see yours. What kind of, if you have good life, that's you made it, because your moral conduct, everything good moral, conduct is very good deed you did. That's why you got the human being's life, higher rebirth. You got it. If you have necessary things good, everything's no shortage, whatever you want, you got that private life. They made generosity to others. That's why, as a result of that, now you have this time. If you respect others, respect to you, you did respect private lifetime, respect to the others. Here, that's all made to you now. Karma's reply. You see, that's what it did. Bad or good, whatever we had, those are we made it. We made it. Private life made it. Even this one, I think, this is a good result. That's a good karma. It's not good karma. But I can't make good karma when we got it. Really. When we have bad things happen, like sickness, whatever you can, we can make a changing. We have a result of bad karmas, but that's what we can use for the also positive ways. That's why we have exchanging meditation. See? Exchange meditation. We call it only meditation, exchange meditation. We can do. If you don't you do like this, keep that pain like this, no useful. No useful. If we can use it, good ways, use it. Example, like if you have headache, then you think, like me, from the human beings, animals, tremendous, maybe millions of the same condition, like me. I wish for others to be free, which I have this substitute for the others. If you think about that, that's your headache is good. Your headache is this. You use it to the positive ways. So that's why I think only meditation means like this. So all those kind of. So private life is very much related. Karma's result can be not only one this lifetime if you may make karma, next lifetime to be right ways wrapping up not necessary. No. Lives also can be. Example. If we made a negative action, some negative actions, can be reborn in the low rounds, but when time of the death comes, you have positive action. Positive, taking refuge with the Dharma Sangha, or you think, compassion, loving kindness. Really, when time of the breath comes, this next breath is then become like a pardon. That's kind of that time. If you only your mind is staying with the positive faith, devotion to the Dharma Sangha, or everyone has to have the compassion, loving kindness, free from sufferings. Everyone, you think about that. Everyone to have the good, free from the death, or something like this kind of. If you hold like this, pass away. That connects you to the good karma. One lifetime is safe. Yes. But you made this lifetime of negative action. If you didn't purify, there's still a karma there. But next life they come. Maybe after maybe 1 lifetime can be. So I think that means really we have good opportunity now. I'm talking about this. Good opportunity we have now. We are having. If we lost this one, very difficult to find out. The example is one blind person has a precious jewels, like round. diameter lump like this, and he or she hold that diameter, but then go through like a rock place, small rocks, no matter anywhere rock, some piece of the rock. He or she blundered. He lost that diamond. Impossible that time can find out. You think? No, anywhere just rock. Small piece of rock. How can we? Just like this, we are. Now we have diamond with it. Diamond in our hand. So don't be loose. Try to use it. Otherwise, if we lost this life, without opportunity, this great opportunity lost, just like blind means lost piece of diamond with between small rocks, put pile up the rocks, small rocks. How can we? So that's the thing about it, really it is. We are all, including myself, we need to think about it. Really. Normally we think, I'm doing practicing. We need really to check ourselves, real doing practice or not. Really. So, because otherwise, if you don't check it, I'm okay. Example, some people has lots of past dirt, 12 dirts, but if don't check it, they don't see them. If check what matters, then they can see. I thought I'm clean, but my past is full of dirt. So that kind of can be really. Name of the practitioner is not necessary. Real is we are doing or not. That's what we need. Really, I'm thinking this one. Really. Faith, devotion, real is it or not. Really. So, very important things, I think. So those are. So, the karma is very important. Really, it is. Practice karma. Very important. We mistake action. We are tremendous making the negative action because we don't know the karma. We don't know the karma. That's why we are mistaken. If we know the result of the karma, we don't want to mistake. No. Just like that. So that's why I think it's mostly the important things, few things, taking roughly serious. We need to know about the condition of the low rounds. So low rounds, how it is condition of that. So when we know that, try to make a reject, go there. If we have lots of the cause of that to be reborn in low rounds, that we need to purify by practice. One thing. Then we need to know the faults of the samsara. Faults of samsara. Everything. That's all we can see through the work, with the society. Really it is. Most of the problems we are because of in the samsara, those are faults of samsara. Faults of samsara. So that's all we need to think about. We think, that's great. Even we think, very great, like a place, very beautiful houses, beautiful gardens, beautiful anything, if we got those are samsara object, we will not be attached to them. Try to think about it. We thinking always like, oh, I be like this, a great thinking, you know. Sometimes we can, families, good families, some of them, by themselves or others, oh, that's very nice. Always having like this kind of family friend, someone say, oh, he or his friend is very nice. Like this kind of friend have it, very nice. If you think that means to making samsara also. To reborn and samsara, bring back. That's why I think Lama Tsongkhapa says that desire mind is the luxo of the to tidying up in the samsara. Desire mind. That's what I say. See? I think it's Put is good, I think. You know, sometimes we think test is good, everything. But this is if compared to the nectar, that's just tremendous thing. No clean either. But we can use it, but not attached to them. So that's very important things. So that's why I think all those karmas, to need to practice the karma. Reincarnation. If you don't think about reincarnation of you or others, then you don't know the out of the belief of the karma. Really it is. Believe, don't believe, you know. What you think. Then if not reincarnation, then out of the I think should not be including Buddhist. Because we need to know the what can you say? We need to know the force of samsara. We need to waiting for free from those. That's why we have three refuges, three package jewels for those. So that's why I think we must sometimes people think, I'm Buddhism, but I'm not believer. Reincarnation, that's very bad. If we don't have reincarnation, then why we difficult ways to practice? If there are no reincarnation in the future, then singing, dancing, whatever, parties, that's okay. Then better that's ways. If there are no reincarnation. It's good or bad reincarnation. There no reincarnation means good or bad reincarnation. It's not there. This is like become a despair. I don't know what they think. Maybe it's right way to Buddhahood, to go to Buddhahood. Impossible, I think. Impossible. Delusions, illusions, take it to the Buddhahood. I don't think this. I would say, you know. So, should be. Go to the Pure Land, I think it's Pure Land. Pure Land is different kind of Pure Land. Sometimes you can be reborn Pure Land, but it's not necessary to become a being Buddha. No. Like people wishing for become a Buddha Amitabha land. That's good if you do that. But there's also no net cause of that. I don't think only for the name of the Buddha. Need to be more cause of that to make more merit, more practicing. I think it should be need to do this. So that from that also then to do more purify negativeness and go through the Bodhisattva's place and then should be become a being Buddha. Sometimes people think become a pure land, then that's all. Always staying there. No. So everyone's completely become free from negativities, being Buddha. So that's what we're wishing for. So I think that's I think I thought so. So this is so, it's a result of negative action. Maybe I did broken for somebody else the hand before. I don't know. Because now, cause of this, I slipped. I slipped. Very smooth floor, then very thin cushion. Then my shoe, also put on shoe. Everybody with shoe. Because so that's why I think many causes. But those are conditions. But real break the bond. That's no. This the cause of that. I think should be maybe somebody else break the hand, by stick or I don't know. So that's it. See, everything, whatever good or bad feeling happen, those came from karma. Really, you need to think about this. Really, good feeling or bad feeling. You see, result of good feeling, that's a result of good karma. Bad feeling, pain, then you can say what is pain in soul. All those are, I think, is a result of the bad karma, yes. But then, if you have comfortable everything, good feeling, that's a good karma's result. So we must think about it. See, that's why I think if this way, Buddha himself said in the sutta, whatever you made a karma, you made a good or bad karma, you made it. Karma means action, Whatever you made, karma means action, really it is. Action. The suffering is not action, result of the action. Comfortable is not action, result of the action, good action. So that's what it is. People sometimes says they have suffering, and this is karma. It's not karma. That's a result of karma. Should be. So think about it. So then Buddha himself says, whatever you made a karma, result comes just like that. If you kill others, that's the result of that, you are short life. Short life. Short life. If you beat somebody else maybe months live, need to be having pain and like staying like this, if you not dead. But sometimes people don't know, the doctors don't know what kind of sickness. Oh, that's just like this. So somebody else before lifetime, then that time, during this lifetime, even human beings, but the result of that which left, those are having, they don't know, always having pain, uncomfortable all the time. See, that's kind of. Then, if did before, through this way you can see. Someone says, if you tell a lie now, but then next lifetime, nobody believe you. Even he or she very good this lifetime, very honest, very good, but people don't believe. Why? Because previous lifetime they deceived. So that is. So you understand? Now that's all. Through this way you must think about, think about more. I just show beginning examples. Through that way you try to use your intelligence. And then that's kind of all to need to think about. See, if someone's, all the time like this, not so good. In the future lifetime, nobody smiling to you. I think maybe that's one. So that's it. And those look like easy, but very important practice. You are making generosity for the others. If you have from your hand to receivers, very important. If you do somebody else through somebody else, next time the result of the generosity you have not somebody else through, not directly to you, somebody else. See, that's it. Kind of. I think that's all. I think. Then last time, where is us? You are the Christine. His substitute.
I usually don't have a book, Geshe, so I don't exactly know.
Oh, Stephen.
Stephen was sick.
Sick, is he?
Yeah,
Okay. Now, last time you remember, where is that? Huh?
Page 82 in the yellow book.
What does it say?
Realizing that all the teachings are consistent means that each person would put these teachings into practice in order to be enlightened.
Slowly, read again.
Realizing that all the teachings are consistent.
Okay. Realizing means try to make realize. Then all teachings are
consistent.
Consistent. What for? Then?
Means that each person would put these teachings into practice in order to be enlightened.
Okay. So that's you understand? All teachings are very necessary to need to know the meaning of the teaching to do the practice. The practice is become a great enlightenment place. The enlightenment, I think enlightenment means there are three different kinds of enlightenments. So Shavaka enlightenment, Patika enlightenment, and the Mahayana Bodhisattva enlightenment. I think it's great enlightenment. We say great enlightenment means Buddhahood, great enlightenment. This are enlightenment, yes, but great enlightenment. So all those teachings are whatever comes. Like Buddha's teachings, 84. You remember, 84,000 teachings. Those are put together. Then, actually, in here, it says 12 biomes. 12 to make good 9. 9 to make 3 patikas. That's what we had in the Texas in the college, means in the Texas. But in the London says, 84,000 Buddha's teachings are put together in the three baskets. So that's what it says. Obviously, last Wednesday we said, is it? Sunday, right? Okay. Anyway, so okay. The 3 baskets. So 3 baskets means basket of the Vinaya, basket of Abhidhamma, basket of the Sutta. Those are. All those teachings means all those teachings and the commentary of Buddha's teachings, everything included. I think the Buddha's teachings commentary, Indian masters did 236, I think, around there, said commentaries has it. The Tibetan masters, Lama Tsongkhapa's the Buddha's teachings, Sutta and Tantra both, I think 18 volumes has it. All those are together, if you need three baskets anyways. See, that's it. So those are, whatever we do to learn teaching, those are for the practice. There are no intellectual teachings, no intellectual. So that's why I says, sometimes people think, correction I think, like chantings, you know, they don't know the meaning of the chanting. Yes, chanting is good. Make a result. Also same thing mantra. Says mantras. Good result, yes, made it. But the result is two different kinds. Temporarily high result, two different kinds of high results. Temporarily and forever. Forever to become a being Buddha. But to become a being Buddha, not only says mantras, only chantings, cannot make it. Because we need a bodhicitta and the understanding of shunyata, or realizing of impotence. That's what needed. Without those, only says book to read the book, only says mantras, cannot become a being Buddha. That's what I say. But result, yes, result has it, but temporarily, a good result does. And also forever, if you have good motivation, that's also helps, yes. But without bodhicitta and without wisdom, cannot become a being Buddha. So then what to say?
To be consistent means to be harmonious.
To be what say?
Harmonious. In harmony.
Harmonious?
Harmonious, yeah.
Dimpa. Temple, harmonious. Oh, I say, okay. Live harmonious together. Like this? Harmonious means, okay. Yeah, okay. Then? Harmonious, then next word, what is it?
The Mahayana, Hinayana, Vinaya, and Tantras, etc., seem to contradict each other from a literal point of view, but they are all either the main practice to take us to enlightenment, or a byway leading to enlightenment.
Okay, good. So there are many systems. Teaching has, Mahayana's teachings. Within Mahayana, all Sutta teaching and the Tantra teachings, and the Shavaka and Patika's teachings, like all those different kind of teachings. But look like if temporarily look like contradiction, there no contradiction. There no contradiction. And the example is, and the Lam Rim has it, I think comes later, or I'm not sure. Example is, when people has power of the heating, what do you call it? Chawal karsingdo. Fever. When someone has a fever. Someone has a fever. You understand the fever? Like this. Then that time doctor says, don't eat meat. Don't give this person no meat, You understand? Meat is make also more sick or more fever. Go over high up and it can be dying, dangerous. Doctor says don't. Then this person, fever is all gone, everything, but still sickness still very heavy, long time sick. Then all those tremendous, like skinning and beginning. Power of the wind comes, it's make damage, this person. So then doctor says, you must have meat, you see. One doctor says that to the one patient, you understand? You need an example. So one doctor to the one patient, beginning when the patient has a fever, doctor says, don't eat meat. Then later, patient long time sick and weaned, too much, it's a very, very poor condition, Then that time, doctor say, you must eat meat, You understand? So that's no contradiction. One doctor says that word is to the one person, one patient. Different occasion, different times. See, that's it. Another other example like this, If university students, if they gave a kindergarten's book to them, what they think? They're sorting. The kindergarten, book, baby book to the university students. If they gave like this, professor gave this, they think, what a thing. And that's very bad, I think. Oh, this is very sorting. Means they, put it down like this, But that's books for the kindergarten children. Best, good. Without those, difficult to go through the high class or to university, So that's same like this. So, Sutta and Hinayana, like Shavaka and Patikas, the path, and also those are for the being Buddha. Now, different kind of look like that, but later, all those ideas to take to the great enlightenment place. Same thing, Tantra. So Tantra is very highest teaching, but beginning, if you show the Tantra, not so good. Without a general idea or strong faith, strong understanding of the teachings, with the teachings, then giving the Tantra teaching, that's not so good. But without the Tantra teaching, cannot become a being, completely being Buddha. So all those are, even to this time, doesn't need, cannot give it, but next time. See? You understand? So all teachings are, we need to have it. That's why we respect to all teachings. We need respect to all teachings. So I don't need it, but then maybe some opportunity they need it, Like Mahayana, Tantra, the student of Tantra practitioners, they are need to be actually foundation for that Sutta Mahayana teachings, and also to have the bodhicitta and the realization of impotence. They need to have it. Without those, very difficult. See? Then anyway, so now we respect any kind of Buddhist teachings, but we respect, For one, in the Lam Rim say that, whatever Buddha teachings in the term will of 3 times, will of Dharma 3 times, all those are for one person from beginning enter to great enlightenment place. That's what you understand? That's what I say. One person. Okay, then?
They are therefore consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Suppose you have come down with the high...
They are, what say?
Therefore they are consistent.
Oh, okay, then.
Suppose you have come down with a high fever. Initially, your doctor will forbid...
Oh, okay, there is. See? Okay, that's okay. Okay, then slowly read. Then now I understood. That's okay.
He tells you these could prove fatal for you if you do not give them up. But later, when the fever has passed its crisis and there is now an excess of the wind humor, the doctor will instruct you to take meat, alcohol, etc.
Yeah, that's it. That's one, yeah. You must think about this. If we think about this, then all Buddhist teachings appreciate we are. Even I don't need to do it like this, But we are Mahayana practitioners, so not go through the Hinayanas, but we respect to the Hinayana teachings because those are from the person who are wanted from the Hinayana place. That's way all the ways to Buddhahood. Purpose of that. Then.
Now only one person is being told these things, and there is only one person saying them. The two statements, the earlier one forbidding the meat and alcohol, and the later one allowing them, seem to be inconsistent.
Yeah, that's good. Now very clear, Do you see the from the book? You see? Okay, these are need to be keeping in your mind. Through the examples, then big meaning to be understood. See, that's very important. That's why put it in the examples. Then.
But this is not so. Both of them were meant to cure the one patient.
Yeah, that's right. Both. Whatever says, eat meat or don't eat meat, but that's one patient to be well, and that's great. Really, it is. So then.
You may similarly feel the Hinayana, Mahayana.
Oh yeah, that's all. Then what is it? Yeah.
Were tailored for particular disciples. So all of these teachings are not mandatory in one person's practice in order to become enlightened.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's really it is. Really it is. Really. So sometimes people think, oh, this is Hinayana, this is Mahayana. That's yes, but appreciation, like this one, like university students. Oh, kindergarten like this cannot do. They came from the kindergarten. They came from the kindergarten. So this time they are high up. I think they think this is not so good. Really, it is. So that's them.
Again, this is not so. The one speaker was telling the one person about the practices to enlightenment. When that person was at the level of the small and medium scopes, the Buddha first explained the Hinayana basket of teachings.
That's good. We have 3 scopes, Lam Rim. 3 scopes or 3 Shebusum is 3 scope. 3 patient. Person, yeah, 3 persons. 3 persons. Small person, medium person, high person. There's 3 scopes also. Then all those are what say. Yeah.
That person was to meditate on things like impermanence and suffering.
That person means a small person, small scope, or desmond. So from desmond, like we have like this. 3 scope means one person think but should not be reborn in the low rounds. So that's a low rounds. Try to think but say from that, think but. And then also relatively understanding of the suffering of low rounds, and take a refuge with the Dharma Sangha. Take a refuge. So that and then also a little bit the thoughts of samsara, if it knows, that's a small scopes. That's our more goal is to have the rebirth of the high rounds. That's one, small scope. Medium scopes, goal is free from samsara, more than free from the low rounds. More than that, free from samsara. That's median scope. Then that's high scope or high the all those not enough for the free from the low rounds, not enough for only for samsara. To have the become a being Buddha, and free from the also obstacle of the delusions and illusions, both. That's what said, I think. Then read what's it.
After some improvement, the person was now at the level of the great scope, so the Mahayana basket was explained.
See, that's there.
He now received explanations into bodhicitta, the six perfections, and so on.
Yeah, Mahayana paths, if you go through, when you engage into Mahayana path, you must have bodhicitta. Sometimes people think, oh, he or she, oh, bodhisattva. That's, someone has good behavior, someone is nicely, but not necessarily bodhisattva. Person is bodhisattva or not, what is make difference? Who has bodhicitta? That's then bodhisattva. If doesn't have bodhicitta with them, bodhicitta wasn't born with a person, that it should not be bodhisattva. So that's what I say. What I say? At the end, yeah, the bodhisattvas must have the bodhicitta with them, and the action of the bodhisattvas is the six parameters. Parameter of generosity, and the parameter of the the morality, patience, diligence, concentration, and then wisdom. So that's of them.
And when that person became a suitable vessel for the tantras, the Buddha explained.
Okay, that's good. See, suitable vessel for the base of the tantra practice. What kind of need quality? Yes, say. Having the bodhicitta, practice of the six parameters. Let's say. Then what say? Read.
The two stages of the highest yoga tantras and the tantric consort practices.
Tantric also tantra. Tantra is four levels. Tantra is yoga tantra, kriya tantra, charya tantra, yoga tantra, mahayana yoga tantra. Four different kind of levels. Then what to say? This read.
Yet all these practices are appropriate for a person such as yourself to follow in order to be enlightened. Hence, any one of the victorious one's scriptures belongs to either the mainstream of the path or one of its byways.
The person who want to become like this, the two things needs to mean. What are two things? What do they say? Two things need. I think it's both citta and also realization of impotence or wisdom. Person who want to become a being Buddha and to have those things. Then?
Not one of these scriptures is superfluous to a person's practice leading to enlightenment.
Scriptures. Scripture means a book, is it? Or what is that? Book?
Is it the text?
Path or book? Scripture. What is scripture? Is what is it? Huh? Scriptures, I think book, you see. Huh? Yeah, thank you means, scripture means the books, but meaning to explanation of the bodhicitta and the six parameters, and also then from the tantras ways, also four level of tantras. Those are scripture means also which to show the meaning by words. I think that's one scripture. Yeah, that's it. Then
The main concern of a bodhisattva is to work for the sake of sentient beings.
Main concern. Main concern means what is main concern?
The thing you're thinking of, mostly.
Main concern means think about mostly important, is it?
Yes.
Mostly the important is bodhisattvas.
Yes.
Bodhisattvas, what is mostly important thinking of the bodhisattva? What is that?
Others.
Huh?
Other sentient beings.
Other sentient beings? Benefit other sentient beings. Okay. Yeah, mostly the bodhisattva thinking is great enlightenment for the others. To have the great enlightenment, means become a being Buddha for the other sentient beings, benefit for the sentient beings. Just that. Then what to say?
Thus, bodhisattvas must teach the three paths that will lead the three types of disciples, the Shirvaka, Pratyeka Buddhas, and Bodhisattva, to their particular form of liberation.
Okay, so the Buddha's scripture is from the 84,000, or there are three different scriptures. Scripture of the Shavakas, scripture of Patikas, scripture of the Mahayana. So then?
But unless bodhisattvas know these paths themselves, they cannot teach them to others.
Okay. What's it? Oh yeah. The Shavaka and the Patikas, they know the meaning and what they know, but they cannot. They don't have the receive, bodhicitta and they have wisdom, yes, but they don't have bodhicitta and also those bodhisattva actions. Means that they don't have that. They can understanding, but they cannot teach it. Another word they say is like this. Third rule is whatever heard from Buddha, that's not to repeat, to tell to the others, but they don't practice for that. Just like a tape record, I think. So that's what I say. They, Shavaka and Patikas, bodhisattvas, like a doctrine of the bodhisattvas, they heard from Buddha. When Buddha gave teaching, they asked with them. They heard about it. They can make it repeat what Buddha said that this time. They can repeat, but they don't practice themselves. See? That's what I'm saying. GSTDL Yorba. Nyaranga Lam GSTDL Then?
Dharma Kirti says in his commentary on Things Valid, the means to these ends are obscure. It is difficult to discuss them.
What's that? Dharma Kirti says then?
The means to these ends are obscure. It is difficult to discuss them.
Mm-hmm. Why discuss? You cannot make this. Would you like last sentence? What to say?
Would you want me to repeat it?
Yeah.
The means to these ends are obscure. It is difficult to discuss them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, them means who bodhisattvas as Sata Lam means bodhisattva paths, and also those stage path and the knowledges. They cannot make they can repeat, but they cannot make giving teaching to the others. Makes sense? Do it again.
The means to these ends are obscure. It is difficult to discuss them.
With them who cannot make discuss with whom? Shavaka and Patikas. Those I'm not sure. Kojure. Oh yeah. Yes. Because those I cannot make by obviously cannot do that. Because those are heating. Those heatings should be to understand the meaning of that by reasons. That's Dharmakrit means Yes. Heeding, then? Heeding meaning. You understand heeding? Heeding. Huh? Oh yeah, to make what you call, not obviously to say. Oh yeah. Hidden. Hidden. Oh, hidden. Hidden. Okay. Then I think we stop saying that soon. Then last person will say that.
The path leading to an understanding of the paths belonging to the three vehicles is something bodhisattvas should develop in their mind streams in order to be sure of the different routes to achieve some benefit for others.
Yeah. When bodhisattvas, all three those paths, Chavaka, Patikas, they do understand. They do understand. But they don't, it's like a practice like Chavaka and Patikas. But bodhisattvas, they do understand about meaning of those, everything. So that's way. I think tonight we stop there, okay? Now, it's really, when you read, don't go through like this, pages, no reason. Really, it is one page you read again and again. What to say? What is the reason? That all those are how, why. Very important to think about. Really, it is. Then you get meaning, real. So. See? We'll stop here tonight. Okay, now we are doing like this. We do, I think it's one of the Tom Lantos. He's a very good help to the Tibetan situation from the United States. Congressman. He passed away, I think, sorry. He passed away. He and then many of the passed away. So we were looking for all those past beings to have good rebirth, which who has a sickness, all those sickness beings are to be well. And think about that. Also, then we were looking for like with the Dharma, long time with the beings. It's only the Dalai Lama and any other spiritual masters to have a long life. And also, which we are doing practice of with the Dharma. So all those are to have accomplishment of it, practice of the Dharma without obstacles. Then we wishing for all, in this country or in other country, there will not happen bad things, disease, like sickness of disease, and war, starvation, and those kind of bad things will not happen. Everything good fortune is coming in this world for the world beings. Then we thinking all sentient beings free from delusion to illusion and become a being Buddha, by which we did the action of Dharma, we are together. Shangchu Simchu Rinpoche Mache Pano Shejur Je Sheba Wanyam Bava Me Bava Tang Kone Kondo Pewar Sho Tony Tama Rinpoche Mache Pano Shejur Je Sheba Wanyam Bava Me Bava Tang Kone Kondo Pewar Sho Kare Rave Kurve King Kamatar Peda Deva Malu Jumve Ne Shere Zengwa Tenze Jaso Bizinde Bado Tenjuranje Iye Benje Shohe Metor ye de jambon de sanje hindu meden bon ai dokun nam do kin lo shobar sho edama guru re nam jolong ko ne ya da ya amen. Depan. Ada, depan. Oops. Tomorrow? Maybe small.
Thank you.
Mother, really? Strong. Taking it. Good. Thank you.
There'll be no meditation on Sunday morning because there'll be a tour visiting before class, but there'll be regular class at 10:30.